Blog Talk Radio.
Hey guys, want to kill that cable bill? How about getting a Netmaster? You can watch live TV, pay-per-view, premium content like HBO and Stars, all of the sports channels like NBA League Pass, NFL Red Zone, and every movie ever made. Pay for the box once, no monthly fees ever. For more information, contact Dean 13 Media at 609-807-1175.
Are you looking to make your next event sizzle? Then you want to get in touch with Lee Entertainment. Mark Lee, the founder of Lee Entertainment, has worked with such notable festivals as the Art of Cool, the National Black Theater Festival, the Bull Durham Blues Festival, and the Durham Centerfest, as well as the Festival of the Eno. And it definitely can provide you with some great entertainers as well as help you make your event sizzle if you're looking forward to trying to have an event in your town. Mark Lee is willing to travel anywhere in this country to make your event sizzle and has entertainers that are also willing to travel as well. So if you're looking for quality entertainment, definitely get in touch at bluesradio@gmail.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the Voice of the People. It is May 7th, 2018. We're getting ready to start the month of May off, and I'm here in the studio with my man Mark Lee. Mark, what's going on in your neck of the woods, brother?
It was some lovely weather, and I was glad to have that lovely weather because I know the heat is coming back. It might be coming back as early as tomorrow and definitely by the weekend. So we're enjoying this fine weather. Did have a chance to see some interesting events going on in my community. So we had Camelot Academy do their annual showcase where they showcase artists and singers and dancers and all of that. The academy actually starts from elementary school all the way up to high school. So, of course, the high school folks were definitely getting celebrated as well since they'll be moving on to college and things of that nature. And then Saturday, I went and got my early vote in because, you know, those local elections are important. We've got a couple of them that are very important here. We've got a sheriff race that's highly contested, and we've got another race with the DA that's also highly contested. So did have to get my early vote in and make my voice heard among several other folks who were out there doing the same thing. And as I was leaving, I stumbled across a festival that was celebrating like some Italian culture, but also celebrating a cappella singing. So heard some a cappella singers from both the high school and the college and young adult level. And then as one of the groups was leaving, and I was going to leave as well, this one young lady, high school senior, you know, this is that time when folks like to pop questions. So she popped the question to her significant other who was in college as to whether he would take her to the prom and put him on the spot because he was sitting in the audience while she was singing the song, and he jumped up on stage. And he did say yes. It would have been kind of embarrassing if he had said no, but he did say yes. So I think that she is a happy camper getting her college fella to come back when prom season rolls around later on and take her out to her prom and everything.
Indeed, man, indeed. It's about that time of the year, school coming to an end for a lot of people, prom season. It's about to get busy right now. Those who own tuxedo shops and things like that, about to see a nice little surge in business, man. The same way we got these surges in these gas prices, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The price of crude oil has reached about $70 per barrel, a price that has not been seen since 2014. And as a result, the gas prices are going up towards $3 per gallon and higher. Right now, they average about $2.81. Now, this time last year, it was about $2.35. So we've already seen almost a 50-cent increase. And then we're going into the travel season. So, you know, it'll probably be high through Memorial Day. And then after that,
no doubt.
hopefully they'll start to go back down.
It might even be high around 4th of July, because, that's another heavy travel day and things of that nature. So, but, yeah, it's definitely high around here. I've seen some prices that are creeping up there toward the $3 mark. So I'm sure folks are not looking forward to that and putting a dent into their paychecks, into their wallets, and all of that kind of stuff. I was going to ask you, did you hear about this incident? Because I was talking to a friend of mine. They said they heard about it. I had not really been paying that much attention to the news. But speaking of things that are happening, and, people are making changes in their life, and one of the things is, May is college graduation day. And apparently a university in Florida yanked 20 folks or so off stage because they were celebrating their dancing, and some of it was apparently fraternity-type dancing and things of that nature. So, it was mostly African-Americans. I believe it was all African-Americans that they yanked off the stage. So, folks are definitely showing their colors even at college graduation.
Brother, I saw it this morning on Good Morning America, and, I'm like, all right, you know what? That's when somebody catches the L, because I don't mean no harm. I'm graduating from college. I'm happy, and you going to put your hands on me? Yeah, we're going to have a different conversation, Jack.
It'll be a majorly different conversation. I definitely understand that.
My mama had to just kick my ass later, because I'll be like, you know what? First of all, you going to touch me? You touching me? Oh, okay, then. We're going to take this somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not cool at all. And another thing that I noticed that was going on today, which is an interesting story, was that apparently, speaking of the things going on in the economy, now, the house that you live in with your wife, do you consider that your forever home?
No.
You'll have another home later. He's being honest. He said that's
listen, we're down to 2 people, man. So I retire in 10 years. After that, hey, we might just get us an RV and travel everywhere. You know what I mean? I can't say right now this is the house that I'm going to be in until they assemble out in the front yard for my going away ceremony. You know what I mean? So I would say no.
And I hear you, but apparently many millennials, they are saying, are going straight to their forever home. Says Mike Sullivan, 31, bought his first house a few years ago after saving up for years, but it's not a typical 1 or 2 bedroom starter house. He paid $360,000 for the 4-bedroom, 2,700 square foot ranch on Long Island. He calls it his forever home. Millennials put off buying their first home as they struggled with the after effects of the Great Recession. Now they are snapping up houses in greater numbers. Many older millennials are making up for lost time. They're bypassing the traditional gateway to home ownership, the starter or entry-level home, and buying larger and more expensive houses where they're likely to raise families and maybe even grow old. So, I mean, I can understand people wanting to get away from apartments and stuff and die in a house. Because, matter of fact, my next-door neighbor, I was just talking to his dad, and that's what he's doing. He's already done it. I think he did it over the weekend. He moved away from the apartment after his month was up and everything, and he's now getting ready to move to a townhome, because he bought a townhome, I'm sure with the help of his parents and everything. But that is totally different, because I'm thinking, a townhome, they define a starter home as being like a 1 or 2 bedroom. It says there's no hard and fast definition of a starter home, but a 1 or 2 bedroom and a small 3-bedroom home typically would qualify. There's this gentleman who's the chief economist of the National Association of Realtors. Prices vary widely by market, but starters on average cost $150,000 to $250,000. So I can see if you're doing a mortgage, that's not going to be too bad. It's probably going to be cheaper, or at least close to what some rents are. But it says trade-up and premium homes cost upwards of $300,000, and I'm sure they're even higher than that. But it says 30% of millennials, those born between 1980 and 2000, bought homes for $300,000 and above this year, up 14% from 2013, according to the National Association of Realtors. So, and part of that they're saying is because people are starting some of their life events later as well, meaning that they're not settling down and getting married, not having kids until they're close to like their 30s or maybe even pushing near 40. So that's part of the reason that they're speculating that some of this is happening. But I'm doing good with my apartment, but I know some folks that are probably trying to get their forever homes. I had a family home, but that went through some changes and it's no longer in the family. But I think I'll get a forever home at some point in mid-50s now, so maybe I'll get it when I turn 60 or 70.
You know what, though? When you think about it, if they do it now, it may be a smart move because, you know, I look at some of the older folks that are in my neighborhood who purchased their houses back when they were younger, and now they're living, basically, they're paying the taxes and the house is paid for. So if they're buying it in their early 20s, you figure by the time they're in their early 50s, it's done. So they won't have to worry about a mortgage. They pass that on to the next generation if they so choose, or whatever they do with it. But they won't leave a bill behind. And then you think in 10, 15 years, those houses are going to be upwards of $500,000 or more. Those same houses. Even though they aged, the prices are going to go up. So, you know, hey, man, I wish somebody, if I knew I was going to end up where I am now, if you could have sent that little message like, buy the house now while it's super cheap, and then when I get old enough, I can move into it.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a plan to me. That's kind of what I wish I had done. We do have a family house that's up in Hollister that belongs to some of the members of the family, and I've actually got one of my cousins living in that. And, you know, it's just like any other thing that goes on with the family. You got to deal with trying to make sure that things are upkept and that rents are paid and things are taken care of. So even if it's a family home, you still got to deal with all of those important issues and everything like that. So I do know some folks that have their family homes, but, you know, just because they're living in a house doesn't mean that they can't just not have to deal with some of the issues. I guess that's one of the good advantages of being in an apartment is that you got folks that you can call, like the maintenance department and everything. Whereas if you in a house, that's all on you.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything happen in that house, you got to get it fixed. You can call a repairman, but when you live in an apartment, that is one of the benefits. You don't have to worry about cutting the grass. You know, if something is malfunctioning, you call maintenance, and maintenance will come in and take care of it. And, you know, there's no bill left behind and all those other things. But when you live in a house, you know, that's where you try to keep it up as best you can, because as soon as you don't, the first little thing that breaks, falls apart, falls off, whatever, it is your deal.
Totally your deal.
You get to shoulder that bill, man, and hopefully you know some people that know some folks that do a good job and don't try to take all the money you do have, you know. But that's one of those things that happens when you have a household, you know, so a home that you're paying a mortgage on. You can get the home warranties and stuff like that. And actually, we had one when we first moved here. And it actually was paid for the first year by the seller. So, you know, we were able to get some things done and taken care of. And then after that, the price they quoted us to keep the home warranty, I was like, no. You know what I mean? They were like, yeah, we'll give you half of the services. We're going to double the price. I was like, no, that's okay then. You can keep it, and we're going to make do with how we do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got to do that. Definitely have to do that, no doubt about that. And, you know, one of the other things that's really had me worried a little bit, Dean, is that they're saying that, you know, that person whose name we do not like to mention, that his judicial picks are starting to flex their muscle. And, you know, that means that there might be some conservative decisions made because some of these judges that he's picked are downright scary.
That guy. Interesting character he is. Yeah, that guy. That's how we refer to him, man. Hopefully it won't be something that's too drastic. But, you know,
well, they're saying that already. They're already saying that the judges that he elevated to federal judgeship are having an impact on issues ranging from civil rights and campaign spending to public prayer and the death penalty.